I'm here with Ripon College head men's basketball coach Ryan Kane in his third season as head coach of the Red Hawks. Coach Kane, your team has made the conference tournament now in each of your first two seasons with the team. What are they going to have to do in the third year to kind of take the next step?
I think each year in the program is we're still building, and so I think each year we're trying to take the next step from a competitive standpoint on the defensive end of the floor. I feel like the first couple of years I feel like we compete, but I think we could be more consistent with our defensive effort. There were games a year ago where we were superior offensively, and that bailed us out of some games and got us some wins. But I think when you try to win games, late in January and February in our conference and into that conference tournament, after you've seen a team, the second time you put a lot of stuff on film. Games are possession games, and they require you to play at a high level defensively and rebound. And so, I think if we can continue our consistency from the offensive standpoint, taking care of the basketball, taking good shots, but increasing our level on the defensive end of the floor, I think we can achieve being in the top four, making that conference tournament again.
Your team was picked to finish in a first-place tie in the MWC preseason coaches poll, which kind of puts expectations about as high as they've been in a while for the program. What's it going to be like to play with those expectations this season?
I think it'll be fun for the guys. I mean, you've turned into more of the hunted as opposed to the hunter. But to be honest with you, since the day that myself and our staff took over the program 2 years ago, we talked about a standard with which we were holding ourselves to, and the expectations within the walls of this building in our locker room were always that we were a top four team. Nothing's changed other than that. The expectations outside of this building, outside of our locker room, have changed. But my first 2 years here, we believed that we were one of the top four teams in the league. Again, our ultimate goal is to make the national tournament, and the only way you do that is you got to finish in the top four. So I think if we just kind of trust the process of trying to get better every day, trying to make sure that we're playing our best basketball in January and February, then we'll be able to play in those meaningful games, and hopefully, instead of just playing in the conference tournament, it'd be nice to do something special here, something historic that hasn't been done in quite a few years.
What can fans expect in terms of your style of play this season on the court?
Well, I would hope that you would come out and see a tough group of guys that love to compete. I think we have a young team, so you might see some inconsistencies at time with a young team, but we also have some dynamic players offensively that are pretty special. So I think you'll see hopefully us play fast and see us play very versatile on the offensive end of the floor, and I hope that you see us compete on the defensive end of the floor at a high level.